Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with a new video on Punishing Grey Raven, and in this video, this is a different type of video. This is basically news. Basically, with Punishing Grey Raven, there's a lot of discussion right now on Reddit, which obviously you guys already know. Reddit is where you go if you want to shitpost a game. So yeah, there's a lot of discussion on the Gacha Gaming Reddit page where you can go ahead and talk about various Gacha games. And now Punishing Grey Raven is on their #1 hit list for some of the stuff they have been doing in the game. And I personally think some of the stuff they have done or changed, it shouldn't have been changed. Like literally, whenever a game comes to global, I don't know why game developers decides to change certain stuff. Literally, all we want you to do is translate the game to English and bring it out for the global audience. We don't want you changing the packs. We don't want you changing the rewards you can get. Just give us the game in English. That's all we want. But for some reason, so many games, the company out there does not understand that and go ahead changing stuff, making it crappy and stuff like that. So that's essentially what's happening with Punishing Grey Raven. So I will go ahead and talk a little bit about it and go over my personal opinion about it, because there is a lot of shitpost on Punishing Grey Raven right now currently, and it doesn't help that some of the mods and Discord are trying to fight against this, because usually if you try to fight against people trying to shitpost a game, it's just not gonna go. It's not gonna go well for you. Take a look at My Hero Academia. The game developers put out a notice saying it was your fault for not for assuming the game is going to be the same as blah 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 blah. It started blaming everyone, and a lot of people were upset about that. A lot of people started refunding the game. It just doesn't work well. That is essentially what's happening right now with the Discord mod, saying it's not my fault, you guys can't afford a £1 extra stuff, blah 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 blah. It's not gonna work. That's not how you tackle this type of issue. But anyways, we're gonna get right into it. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Punishing Grey Raven. Yes, even with all the stuff that's currently happening, I will still go ahead and play the game. I am very much enjoying the game. The game design and everything works fine. It's just some of the issues that people are picking up on. So yeah, let's get right into it. So go over to the Gacha Gaming site. You're going to see one shit post of Punishing Grey Raven, a second one, a third one, a fourth one, Punishing Grey Raven, Punishing Grey Raven, Punishing Grey Raven. Yeah, as you can see, there is a lot. So the main issue, or one of the issues that people are picking up on, is this. This is actually the only issue, or the biggest issue I have right now with the Punishing Grey Raven Global, which is global gets shafted with novice mission. All currency rewards are cut by half, especially a worrisome when out for a top tier character is to be released in a couple of weeks. This the biggest issue I have right now. Why would you halve the rewards? There is no reason to halve rewards like that. You're basically saying if you're free to play, screw you guys. That's essentially what's happening here. This is, I don't know who came up with this idea, because this is probably the only issue I have, the biggest issue I have right now, because you're halving the rewards for no reason. With global, all we want you to do is translate the game to English. That's all we want. We don't want you going into the game changing some of the game mechanics. Just produce the game or publish the game in English, and your game will succeed the way it has been going since the start, from you guys going in a CN server, in the Japanese server. Just do it that same way. I don't know why you have to go out of your way to change the rewards you're getting. So that is my main issue right now I have. The second one over here is the packs. Now, I did talk a little bit about this later on, well, last video, when I talked about the packs I bought, and I said I was actually missing just one of the crystals, or one of the rainbow cards, sorry. So I had to go ahead and top up extra amount when it wasn't needed. It turns out in the CN server, the packs, 13 for £5 or $5 is enough for 30 rainbow cards to buy the monthly pass. But in global, they decided to remove 2. Now you're probably saying it's just 2, this doesn't really matter, but why would you change it? There's literally no reason for you to change it. That is the main issue with this. Yes, it's only 2. However, if you think about it, why are you going to treat your global audience different to the CN server? That is one issue. Now with this over here, I don't really see this as an issue. They want to stop the spread of like people talking crap out the game, which you could say is censorship. But I believe with this, they're trying to say that you shouldn't go over to the Punishing Grey Raven launch discussion. Basically that channel, don't go over to this channel to shitpost on a game. Basically they want you to go over to the game feedback channel to shitpost or talk about your unsatisfactory stuff with the game. Just go ahead and do that. I understand why they did that, so I don't really have a big issue with that. However, if they were trying to say no one should talk bad about the game on this Discord permanently, then yes, I would have had an issue. But this over here, I don't see an issue with. Obviously people are going to clown on them, but I believe the reason why they did that was just to make sure that the Punishing Grey Raven launch launch discussion was just based on certain stuff rather than the issues right now. But if you think about it, it's called Punishing Great Raven launch discussion, so we're gonna have to talk about the launch and how the people feel about it. So technically, people could definitely say that Punishing Great Raven launch discussion is based on talking about the launch discussion. So basically, any issues we have or stuff like that. So it's a general topic if you think about it. But they just want you to talk. If you guys have any stuff you don't like, go over to the game feedback, which I understand. Guys, don't go ahead to this. Don't go to this channel and talk shit about it. Just go over to the game feedback if you don't want to get muted or banned, possibly banned. So yeah, but then you see this. This over here ruins it. This makes it worse, 10 times worse. The moment you start putting fingers on your player base, the moment your game is going to start crashing down. My Hero Academia did that. The Strongest Hero, stuff like that, they did that. They started blaming people for assuming stuff. Literally so many refunds were happening. And basically, if you don't want this to happen, don't tweet stuff like this, or don't say stuff like this. I think you're just trying to nitpick because you can't afford to spare $1. That you shouldn't say that. You're basically trying to call people poor. People will take offense to this. It's not a good look, guys. This isn't a good look to do. So with this, kind of is ruining it. So yeah, and then we go over to the next one. Punishing Great Raven really punishing free-to-play players. Now, this is something I want to talk a little bit about because this is so true. This is 100% true with global releases, and I do agree with this person. We really all went from hyping the game up to doom posting about it. This keeps happening, lol. We get super excited and then we reach the reality in which global is just a piggy bank for these developers. We all know global makes more money, so they try to squeeze out as much as possible. Happens all the time. My Hero, the Strongest Hero, being the most recent example that comes to mind. Have any of you dropped the game after downloading due to all this drama? You can't change something if you don't talk about your displeasure with it. So yes, people can say that dropping a game is a good way to show the game developers you do not agree with the decision. However, at the same time, I still like the game. I still enjoy the game. And I think some of these issues right here are definitely ruining the game. But still, I don't want to drop the game, if you get what I mean. I mean, tell me down in the comment section what you think, if I'm being wrong about or saying that stuff. But I don't want to drop the game. Now we go over to the next one, the downfall of Punishing Great Raven. This is the most anticipated title this year. Even the devs' notes were full of hope, payments, skins, reduced currency, glimpse events, less reward. What the hell happened? They need to do major damage control or everyone will leave. Now the mods are silencing and complaints. Now the mods are silencing any complaints or Discord, only installing and sticking to GFL and Honkai from now on. This is not a good look. Why is so many games messing up at the start? So yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Now with this post, I am not trying to bring hate to the developers. I'm just trying to bring attention with some of the issues that are out there. I think because most YouTubers out there are silenced about this, many people don't know about it, but I wanted to talk a little bit about it because I actually did not know about reducing this over here. So I didn't know if a lot of people knew about this, so I wanted to talk a little bit about it. But tell me down in the comment section if you really don't care about all of this stuff or you're still going to play the game. I still recommend people to play the game. However, do show the game developers that you don't like the decisions they're making. So go over to the game, where is it called? What did they call it? Scroll down. Go over to the game feedback channel and talk a little bit about what you don't like about this so that the game developers can go ahead and change some of these issues that we have. But don't start like hating and dunking on everyone right now. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I want to talk about. It's been your boy AC Gamer and I'm out.